What's going on, everybody, and welcome back. Golden Gun was already insane, and now it is even better. In this clip, we are using a Prismatic Hunter with Star Eater scales as our exotic, featuring the 3-shot Golden Gun. Of course, we want to be using Weaken with our Smoke Bomb, as well as Facet of Dawn to proc Radiant. Now, what we're going to want to do here is stack up our armor charges up to 6 to get the most amount possible, plus add 200 super on top of that. Now, once you're ready to do damage, shoot your Finality's Auger in the air, prop your prismatic, then you're going to want to pop your golden gun inside of the well, step outside to shoot, get the most damage possible, go back into that well of radiance, pick up those orbs, and continue your damage rotation. Picking up those orbs are going to ensure you have all of your armor charges available for your surge mods, as well as give you more super energy back. With this build, you can easily get 2 supers in every damage phase, and in this one, I even got half of a third super back. It is utterly insane. You're doing as much damage, if not more, than a getaway artist build, which is already extremely strong. You're going to have a fantastic time doing DPS in any type of in-game content. And like I said, to make this build function, all you have to do is toss on Star Eater scales, toss on your 3-shot golden, and just go to work. I have to say a huge thank you to the game that made all of this possible by supporting this video, because they just launched an insane crossover with an iconic franchise. And all you have to do to get yourself a free legendary champion is download the game through the link in the description and play for just 7 days. Act fast, because it is a limited time event to get yourself that free legendary champion. But that's not all. When you download through the link below or by scanning the QR code, you can instantly unlock a huge starter pack featuring an epic champion, Aina from the Barbarian faction, and then when you reach level 15, you're going to get another epic champion, and that of course is going to be Kellan the Shrike from the Sylvan Watchers faction. Now, we also got some promo codes for you to choose from. I'll list them out for you, show you the codes, and then I'll give you my recommendation on what I personally would go with. But hey, it's entirely your choice, so choose wisely. You're going to have access to either A, get the legendary champion, the Green Warden Ruick, then there's the legendary Alice the Wanderer, legendary 2 Monarch, of course there's the legendary Sun Wukong the Monkey King, and then there's legendary Tolan Foulbeard, and lastly is going to be the legendary Ultimate Death Knight. And like I said, you can choose between one of these 6 different legendary champions. Personally, I would go with the Ultimate Death Knight. He's extremely insane. He's meta in both PvP and in PvE. And all you have to do to get access to all that is, remember, just link below, QR code on screen, and get yourself some insane champions to start the day off with. And talking about all the champions that you guys are going to get just by downloading, you can get even more through this summoning portal. Now, here we have some shards. There's a bunch of different kinds, from common, uncommon, and rare, all the way up to legendary and mythic. So what we're going to do here is we're going to show you the awesome pulls that we got, and we did manage to get one of the most insane legendary champions that I have seen, and it has become my main character to go into everything. This thing looks shiny, kind of like an exotic, so we are going to summon this guy, frankly see what we can get, because I have been getting my butt kicked on these bosses. So we got to see if we can get something good that can compete. Let's go. He's a giant little ogre. Okay, perfect. This is awesome. He's got a purple thing right here. Frustrating Muck. Okay. Provokes enemies. Decreases special defense. It's an ascended skill, so that's a good thing. And then of course, damage is based on defense. All right, we got 3 more. This is actually adding a ton of champions that we can take in, and probably get some really, really easy wins with this. Oh, it's gold. Gold means, oh my God. What is this? It looks like a Balrog. Dude, if I could name him, that'd be fantastic. Okay, let's see what it is. Aura, so increases allies' HP in battle by 28%, increases damage or block damage, and increases defense. Block buffs, decreases defense. This is gonna be my guy. Let's get some more. Okay, we got another epic. She looks like a badass. Ascendant skill, attack, increases ally attacks and faction crypts by 27%. All right, we're gonna build a fantastic team after this one. We've got one more sacred shard. Hopefully we get another legendary or epic. Okay, looks like an epic. Dude, what is with the character creation? This is insane. It looks like we got a bunch more shards. This time we can open 10 at a time, making it super easy to pull 10 champions. This will give us up to a rare with these green ones. So hopefully we can get at least one of those. Let's see what we got. Just a bunch of comments. Give me a rare. You know what? That's okay. We got all of these that we can now sacrifice into our better champions, which will be completely fine. So now that you have all of these epic champions, what are we supposed to do with them? I'm so glad you asked. My first recommendation for this, of course, is going to be jumping into the campaign and finishing it because frankly, throughout it has a pretty fantastic story with the cutscenes, and then you can keep going back and getting higher stars, getting better rewards. Once we did that, we jumped straight into dungeons. So the cool thing about the dungeons is you can actually earn these rewards, these potions that you can use later to maximize power on your champions. If you're after something specific, we want to make sure that we go after these. So we're looking for the lesser and the greater force potions for one of our best champions. So we're going to go ahead and start this dungeon. We've done one phase so far. We're going to knock out this dungeon boss real quick, go play some PvE, show you the clan boss. It's going to be a blast. Those green arrows mean that our champion's abilities are going to do the most damage possible. So again, we're going to take out this ogre really quickly. These guys are a little bit low level compared to what we've done so far. And like I've said, we've taken a lot of our other champions and we've sacrificed them to make our team as strong as possible. And that's why every single pull that you actually get has a benefit to it, because you can upgrade your champions very, very easily just by playing the game. All right, she's not gonna do a ton of damage. He's got a big shield. He's a lot taller. Now let's use our little spirit harvest real quick. Take him out. Now we're gonna go up against this dungeon boss. But basically, this character right here is utterly one of my favorites. She doesn't have the strongest attacks, but she's very, very helpful in team events. All right, let's see how much this does. Oh, dude, he does so much damage. Okay, perfect. I'm really liking this Demonslayer class we've got going on. I really want a full team of them. Perfect. He's going to get cooked here in a second. All right, now we're going to use mass protection. That's going to give us increased attack for all of our characters. She's a fantastic support character, which is why we want to keep her on our team. And we're going to go use him to take out this boss. Easy. So we're able to get a potion out of that. We got some currency, the silver out of that as well. Now let's go take this into PvP, where you can actually play in the arena against other people. And it's cool because you can actually choose who you want to fight. All right, so we're gonna go battle someone that's a similar level to us. They got the Sun Wukong King over here, which remember you can get in that promo. So let's go ahead and see what it's like in battle. So we can actually kind of showcase what the character does, even though we're gonna destroy it. Look at that, easy. His one attack takes out one person, almost the other, and then almost entirely this one. I'm sorry, we just have the best champions. Gonna take out this character. Look at that, remove debuffs. And then we're actually gonna go ahead and increase our attack with mass possession over here and take out this champion with ice shot. And lastly, easy. That's why I recommended Ultimate Death Knight. Yeah, so PvE is a lot of fun. You can play against a ton of different people with a ton of different teams on it, so it's a lot of fun to see different types of champions that you can actually get throughout the game. But what I'm really the most excited about is for when you guys all join my clan, when we can do clan bosses. These are hard, okay? We've tried. We're gonna battle this big guy. You're gonna see it's insanely huge. Look at that. Look how small our characters look. It's already got a little bit of health loss, so it looks like it's something you might be able to return to, but I want to get everyone together and I want to beat one of these bosses. So we don't do it, like it barely does any damage. That's why you got to take a ton of different people into it. And it sounds like, you know, your clan can go attack these at a time and eventually take care of the bosses. I'm really excited for when we are able to defeat this guy. And you can kind of leave at any time that you want, and it seems to save the progression because we did try this yesterday as well. All right, so we've done a little bit of his health, not too much. We can always come back to this later because there's some other cool things that I found just by doing it, and it does show you total damage dealt, which is actually really exciting. And now one of the other activities that I haven't spent as much time in is of course going to be the faction wars. So this is where you take different enemy factions or your own factions, and you go up against bad guys. I'm really excited for when Demon Spawn opens up in 6 days, because those are our best characters. But to kind of show you what this looks like, we've got High Elf here. We're gonna go take our High Elf in to show you what we can do. The leader is gonna be this gal. So we got 3 different champions we can take in here. They've got 5, so we are at a disadvantage, but that's okay because we're a higher level than they are. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and use this Valley of Death. We'll take care of all these guys easy. We got 1 person left. So it's really cool because you're going up against like the same faction that your characters are. I'm not sure how these guys are all high elf. Maybe it's the boss. Lightning arrows do so much damage. Boost our turn meter so we get to go again. Easy. I really am liking the high elf faction too. Those in the demon spawn I think have been like my utter favorite ones to use. Easy. All right, now let's go against this group of enemies. We'll first use our Valley of Death to hit all of them at once. It leaves 2 alive. We got another superiority attack that will take care of all of them. So we were able to get some new rewards out of that one. We got a Bloodstone, which we can craft with artifacts in the Forge. And then we got a Resistance Glyph, which slightly increases res substrates on artifacts. So not bad. All right, so now I want to show you some of my favorite places here on the main screen that I actually like to go. It's going to help you level up all your champions. Of course, that is going to be the tavern. What you got to do is you got to find whatever your favorite character is, click on them. So this one, we're going to use Penma, and we want to get her to be a higher level so we can actually sacrifice all of these lower level champions, and that is going to raise her level up. Sometimes it can be pretty substantial. So we were able to get her level up almost to 27. Or a little over 27, so that's really not too bad. If you also have any of these potions over here, these brews, you can level the champion up as well. So that's a great place. That's how we got all of our champions up to the highest level possible, with our favorite being, of course, Gracchus. You guys have seen him, level 50. This guy is utterly insane. Now, don't forget to click the link in the description or scan the QR code to get those fantastic bonuses that are only available through this link. Right now, of course, you're going to get that free legendary champion of your choice, as well as the 2 free epics. And remember, the 2 free epics are the epic Aina from the Barbarian faction, and then there's Kellan the Shrike from the Sylvan Watchers faction. Remember, you can pick between one of 6 champions: Greenwood Ruick, Alice the Wanderer, Tuonarch, the Sun Wukong Monkey King. There's, of course, Tholen the Foulbeard. And then lastly, my recommendation is going to be the Ultimate Death Knight. These champions are available after downloading through that link or the QR code, but only for 48 hours after you download. So if you go directly to the App Store, or if you go to any other store using any other kind of download, unfortunately, these packages that Raid team has given me won't be able to get them. So make sure you download with the link, then use that promo code in-game. And then lastly, folks, you've got to come find me under my clan intro. We need as many people as possible to come join us right now. We've got a bunch of people that have joined, but frankly, we need to be able to tackle all of those clan bosses. And remember, our clan is intro, so please shoot me a message, shoot me a comment down below, and we will get you added into the clan. We've got a lot more to do, a lot of those clan bosses we got to take down. And of course, a huge shout out to Raid for supporting this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like. But as always, thank you so much for coming and watching, and I will catch you in the next one.